it's me, host Super Sorrow. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got! It's Squirrel Girl. I've been dying to get my hands on this. So it's Squirrel Girl! I love this character, it's so funny. She's got all the little squirrels and everything. So I believe this to be a little bit like the little scooter we got with Deadpool. But I want to double check that and do a side-by-side comparison. We also get an awesome updated version of Squirrel Girl. I think it's her first time in the line, actually. We've got some nice arty shots here on the front, and on the back, of course, we've got the usual comedy bump. They usually put a load of stuff on the back of these boxes, and it says, with super squirrel powers and help from her squirrel friends, the astonishing Doreen Green battles the baddest baddies in the universe. It says, and then she comes with a big bushy tail and a little scooter and a basket to put all the little squirrel friends in. Awesome. Let's break this out of the box, guys. I am so excited. So I got this from Comics and Cocktails. If you haven't checked them out, please do. They haven't paid me to say this. They're just one of the many toy companies I use to get my hands on stuff. Oh, that backdrop. Yeah, we're going to be using that for some photos. Look at that. That's just an instant win backdrop. We're going to be using that. Okay, and then we've got Squirrel Girl herself and the bike to assemble. So let's go ahead and pop out the squirrels. Squirrel one! Don't worry, you'll get a proper close look up to this when we go down to the camera on the desk. I'm just pulling them out of the box for now. Squirrel two. Oh, don't do that to a hand. What have they done? Oh, they put a hand through a hole in the packaging. Don't do that. Squirrel Girl. Comes with a horn for the bike. Woo! One more, two more. Oh my god, come on. They always make it so these things never want to come out of the packagings. I understand it's for inbox collectors, and if it gets banged around, you know, the thing could come loose, but that's ridiculous. It makes it impossible to open up for the rest of us. So she does have her little scooter here, which does look very similar to Deadpool's. There's only the one big exhaust pipe, there's not two of them. And we do have the little... Right guys, I'm going to go down to the desk to give you guys an up-close personal look at Squirrel Girl. So guys, here she is out of the packaging. It's Squirrel Girl, it's Doreen Allen Green. She's been with Marvel Comics and her first appearance was in Marvel Superheroes Volume 2, number 8, aka the Marvel Superheroes Winter Special. Cover dated 1991, in a story plotted and drawn by Steve Ditko and scripted by writer Will Murray. Her ability to communicate with squirrels is surprisingly effective and has allowed her to defeat major supervillains. She joined the Great Lakes Avengers but left to move to New York City, where she served as nanny to Daniel Cage for a while, the daughter of Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. In her solo series, the character splits her time between studying computer science at the Empire State University and crime fighting, both solo and as a member of the Avengers. I believe at the moment she's currently with the West Coast Avengers, if I remember rightly. I believe that's where she's right now, and she has her own series called the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, which is what this figure is actually based upon. She's had run-ins with the likes of Doctor Doom and many other major villains, so she has proved herself as a formidable hero over the years. Now, this figure is brought to us by Hasbro. This is the brand new figure from the Riders series, an ongoing series of figures. This scooter is really nice. I love the way it's coloured. I still hope we get a Gwenpool very soon. I'm pretty sure that was kind of announced, but I'm not sure. But I'd love to see this repainted again in pink and white, and we get a Gwenpool version of this next. I really like the way this bike looks. However, it is literally just a repaint of the previously released Deadpool one. Literally, as you can see, there is nothing different about this bike, other than the fact they've painted the plastic different colours, and they've given her a basket instead of the Deadpool logo here, but everything else is identical, even the horn, which I don't actually have on my Deadpool one right now. Everything about it is the same. They've just got, for some reason, they've got rid of the nub now on the back. This was to fit the dog on Deadpool's one. But yeah, literally these two bikes are practically identical in every way, shape, and form. But surprisingly, I don't hate that. You know, I'm quite happy with the fact they're reusing the molds and giving us, you know, more characters. So it's been able to give us Squirrel Girl, which we might not have ever gotten on her own. Unless they did like a West Coast Avengers line, maybe, but I'm not sure. It's one of those characters where I think would have to be like a fan favourite choice or something. But yeah, I'm happy that they finally come around and gave us this character. She has been quite wildly successful on her own, in her own series. But guys, let's take a look at Squirrel Girl. So let's just take the squirrel off her shoulder. Pop him on the scooter for now, and let's take a look at Squirrel Girl herself. Just aim the camera back up a little bit. Okay, so here is Squirrel Girl out of the packaging. She does take a lot to stand. That tail at the back is very heavy, and it causes some real issues when trying to pose this figure. I'm sorry about the autofocus on this, by the way. So yeah, the figure itself is quite cumbersome to stand. She will not stand on her own. I would definitely recommend using some form of stand with this figure. But nonetheless, I'll hold her up while we take a look at the articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, so you can make a look up, as well as down. I'm not too fond of the fact that you can see all the neck creases and stuff on this. I hate that when I'm taking photos. You kind of have to keep her head sort of down to the left at all times. Her arms do lift up though. God, is that as far as that goes? That hinge does not want to go up much higher. It's scuffing the paint. So her arms go to about there. That's poor. And they do click round to the side, and you can pull them out a little bit. That joint needs to activate a little bit more, I think. There we go. Do be careful when loosening your joints, guys, because some of these Marvel Legends figures will break. She has got a single hinged elbow, you know, Hasbro and the single hinged elbows on women. And the hands are on ball joints there. You can see that you can crunch her around on her abdomen waist there, which has got a very nice crunch to it. There's no further waist swivel. Excuse me, there's no further waist swivel. However, you can lift her legs out pretty wide, as well as forwards and backwards, with a top thigh cut, double hinged knee. There's no boot cut there, but there is the rocker and pivot in the feet, and the feet do have a spot for a stand, thank God for that, because you are going to need one. The only way I got it to stand was by putting her in a sort of crouched or posed position. Then you can lean her forward, which counteracts the weight on the back of the tail, and gives her a bit more of a super squirrel-like stance. I kind of like her in like a ballerina sort of curtsy pose, and then maybe with her hands sort of down. But even then, she's going to struggle to stay in this position. Ugh. Yeah, it's going to fall straight backwards. That tail, very cumbersome. And annoyingly, you're not able to use it as a kickstand like on Rocket Raccoon's tail. You could swivel it all the way around. There we go. That's as best as I can get to keeping it to stand on her own. People out there that are better doing articulation than me are probably going to get a lot better shots of this than me. But, you know, I think that's pretty decent. I quite like the way that looks. Again, it's Squirrel Girl, so a lot in the comics, she does, like, crouch down, crawl around, and so I think this is kind of in keeping with her character, really. But yeah, I really like the bike as well. I think the bike has been brilliantly designed. And I love all the little squirrels that it's come with. So we've got this little squirrel here with a pink bow, which just looks beautiful. And you can put that in the little basket. And its little hands kind of grip the basket like that, so it's kind of flying along. And then we've got this little squirrel who's got hold of a nut, and he's not letting go. My nut, get off my nut. And then, of course, we've got the squirrel. Sprawl. 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 I like him because you can kind of, oh no, I messed it up. You can kind of get him to sit on her shoulder usually, unless you're like me and you've just knocked her completely over, and now you can't get to stand again. Yeah, good going, Super Sorrow. Let me try one leg down. There we go. You kind of put the arm like this, kind of have it looking down, and then we can kind of go, Squirrel! Squirrel to the rescue! Squirrel! So what do you guys think of this figure? Let me know in the comments below. So here's Squirrel Girl stood with other figures from the Marvel Legends line, including She-Hulk there. As you can tell, She-Hulk just towers over the top of her, but she would. And I've just stood her next to two of the Danny Moonstone New Mutant bodies, which I've currently got Emma Frost's heads on, as I'm planning on making my own version of the Cuckoos, based on the comic book versions. So stay tuned for that custom video. But yes, we are working on that as well, so I've just thought I'd throw them in for a little bit of fun. And here's a squirrel. So what do you guys think of this Marvel Legends Squirrel Girl? Is it a figure you'll pick up? Let me know in the comments. One of the annoying things for me about this figure, and it's probably my only gripe with the figure, other than the fact that it can't stand up, but this annoys me. It's a Biker Series figure. She can't even reach her own, she can't even sit on the bike properly. When you sit her on the bike, you put the little feet in the little nubs. Okay, so which I've done. And then she can just about reach the handlebar. But it's because her hands aren't gripped hands, they're flat hands. The moment you let go, doink, she just sits backwards because of this ginormous tail. She can't lean forward to hold onto the steering wheel thing, to hold onto the brakes or anything. So she just kind of constantly falls back, and it only half looks like she's riding the damn bike. That's my issue. I know that's very nitpicky, because if you put it like that, yeah, she does kind of look like she's driving it. But nah, I don't know. She needs gripped hands. I know I've got a lot of female figures, so luckily I have got hands I can use. So that doesn't bother me. Well, it does, but it should have come with those hands, is what I'm trying to say. We shouldn't be relied on using our own figure stuff to, you know, it's a Biker Series figure, for God's sake. Give us hands that can actually grip a bike. 2 flat hands. I don't know why they've supplied us with 2 flat hands for this figure. We needed at least 1 grasping hand to hold her onto the bike. And the tail at the back should have been more articulated. We should be able to maybe even have a wire running through it so you could pose it. But having it just stuck like this, you can't really spin it upside down to use it as a kickstand. There's no way of distributing this weight along the back of the figure, so it just causes issues constantly. And also, she doesn't have the Squirrel Girl logo on the back of her jacket, which is a little bit... on all the comics I've ever seen, she's always got the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl written on her back, or some form of squirrel or something on the jacket. So I don't know. I've got mixed feelings about this figure, guys. I like it because it's a new figure, and it's cool that we're getting a smaller character like her in the range. So that's kind of cute, and I like it. But at the same time, if they're going to do it, they should do it properly. But that is just one guy's opinion. Do you agree with my opinion? Let me know in the comments down below. But let's go back to the main cam and finish off today's video. So guys, what are your thoughts on the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed today's video, guys, then please make sure you smash that subscribe button so you don't miss future reviews and future content. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for some Toy Fair news coming up this weekend. And I'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you. Bye!